We are playing DMB surprise. DMB, no surprise here. This is the deck that's going to be working off of Crash of Beasts. Now, we didn't really get a Crash of Beasts hand, but it has sources. We have cards we can play. We're going to keep it. We'll play against the Yeti. And it's a mirror match here. Okay. Let's see what he's got. Nada. Oh, if we start drawing, wild cards here, it's going to be kind of disappointing. Wild source would be okay. Just, there we go. All right, we'll take that. We're going to lead off with blood, though. So, this deck was a user request on our Spicy Brews deck creation series. You give us card ideas, cards you want to see get abused and played, and we're going to make it happen. Devoted Emissary is coming up next. For now, though, we're working on Crash of Beasts. A lot of people already found that card. It's good. We are not going to do the obvious thing and swing with them, although we might swing with them. But we would love to sack them off and then make a huge life drain. Or maybe attack and then life drain. All of that is cool with me. Our opponent's playing sources and draining. This is going to go back and forth doing just about nothing. That's fun. I've been getting what can only be described as terrible luck over the last many rounds I've been playing, so hopefully it goes a little bit better for you guys. Alright. There might be an argument to play less wild sources and more blood sources, but because things like one wild source leads to Howling Brave, which gives us a second. Chlorophilia, you need 2 wild to even play it, so I guess that's really not an argument for it, but kind of awkward that we drew it this turn, because next turn we'll be able to make 4 mana, which is, out of our curve here. Like, we're going to only use 3 of it, so maybe we'll play the Spider and swing, or maybe we'll play the Brood and swing. I don't know, we'll see. Ooh, Wild Root Dancer is nasty. I think this is arguably the best card. I've talked about this before. I think this is the best card in the alpha right now. In conjunction with, a second, they're very powerful. You can play one and just keep pumping it up by doing what you're doing. You don't have to run into an extinction, which we're not playing, or things like that. Okay. Alright. More of the same. We're definitely not going to swing into this, but I think we're going to get the Wretched Brood out now. This is good against a Wild Root Dancer because we'll just block with the tokens. We don't have to do something silly like, run into a giant dude. Like, he can swing for, a million as long as it doesn't have flying or crushing. We're okay. And if that happens, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. So, we'll see what happens. Yep, Howling Brave is good. Pseudo Mirror. We're going to get drained, which we're basically just trading drains back and forth here, which makes me feel kind of silly, but okay, he's going to pump up his Howling Brave, which seems okay. He's not. It's kind of silly because he's not going to swing with it and tap it for mana. Kind of doesn't work like that, but whatever floats his boat. He can't even attack with it this turn. It's pretty bad. He can swing for 2. I'm sure he will. Yeah, that's fine. Like, he could have been swinging for 4 right here. Okay. Pass it on. Okay, let's see what we can do. Combo piece would be sweet. Yep. And we draw another source. Alright. Well, we'll drain him. Might as well, right? Alright. So we have potentially 5 mana here. We're not going to use it all, obviously. There's just no way. So our choice is to get out the second Brood or get out our Spider. If he plays a source and he pumps up either of these, it's out of range of a Spider blocking unless we double block. If we play the second Brood, then we can, have blocks for days, basically. um, I think we want to play the spider, though. Because I'm going to be happy to block with a spider. And then drain him again. Yep, take 3. I think that's it. Nope. And if he doesn't have a source, we're going to be just fine. I could even consider a double block. Like if he's gonna give +2/+2 to his Wild Root Dancer, I could be convinced to double block that. For sure. Yep, Howling Grave is just fine. Basically does nothing at this point. I mean, he's definitely ramping up to something if he has something big, but I'm not too concerned. A Crash of Beasts at any point would just start being really good. I tend to not draw them, though, so there's that. He's not running out of sources either. All right. Let's see who's pumping. Probably the other. Yep, that's fine. If he swings here, we're blocking. Maybe he won't swing. If I was him, I may not swing. If I was him, I probably would have made my Howling Brave a 5/5 also, but that's just me. If he doesn't swing, our Brood is just going to start making these guys irrelevant. All right, he is swinging. We are definitely going to block. It gives us a play to do next turn, which is just perfectly fine. Maybe he has a trick. Maybe he'll murder our guy. Yep, he's going to murder it. Yep, nothing we're going to do about that. We just fogged an attack, though. Like, that was terrible. If he was going to murder it, he should have murdered it. There was really no reason for him to murder it after. We just saved 3 life. Because even though he murdered it, his guy is considered blocked. He will not deal damage to anything. Okay. Awesome. Saved 3 life. And got a murder out of his hand. And we're gonna run it back next turn. Yep, give me a dude. Draw me a card. More sources, I guess that's okay. Yep. We'll run the play back. Drain him again. Alright. Same position as last turn. Except we're getting closer and closer to siphoning him. We can only hope that he doesn't also have a siphon in hand. Interestingly enough, if we draw Hideous Conversion, we're already siphoning for 9, next turn 10, which is practically lethal. Yep, he's going to make that guy 5/5 now. Much better idea. He's going to drain us. Okay, I think we're going to chump with, let's see, 5. We could actually replay for the 3rd time if we block here, which may not be a terrible idea. It basically gives us full value. So we'll do it. This spider has saved us. This Inquisitor has saved us ridiculous amounts of life. And it's also dealt him soon to be 9 damage. The value we get out of this guy is just ridiculous. Okay. And we're not wasting bunnies here. We get to save our bunnies in case we actually ever draw something relevant. Drain them. Yeah. Spider number 3 coming out. A Hideous Conversion is basically lethal. Next turn we go up to 7, down to 4, up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not lethal. It's awfully close though. Oh wait, 7, 6, 5, 4. We get a bunny. 5, 6, sack, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's exactly lethal if we draw bunny. Let's see what he does. If he drains us, we're going to be in some trouble, though. Because that'll negate our drain. Oh, he's going to murder. He's wasted so many cards on that spider. It is just so good. Expensive spider. Alright. If he swings out, he is swinging out. We're definitely not blocking the Root Dancer, but we will chump chomp because I don't want to get drained next turn. We have a much better chance of killing him with our silly things that are going on here. Give me a dude. Another blocker. Hades conversion? Oh, the Battle Beetle. Oof. Battle Beetle is monster. Let's see. Battle Beetle 6 goes face. 6, 7. What do we do? If we siphon now, he goes to 3. So we'll add 1. And then next turn, if he doesn't drain us back, he's definitely dead. Conversely, we could play this now. I don't think there's any one card that we can lose to except for Overrun. Overrun would be exceptionally bad. Yep, I don't want to lose to an Overrun. I don't actually know what the card is. It's a card that gives all of his creatures +3/+3 in crushing. I really would rather not lose to that. We might be playing around a card that just doesn't exist in his deck. But he's dead a few different ways now. A Battle Beetle does 6 straight up, and our Spider next turn will also do 3 straight up, both of which are lethal. And I don't know if you saw this, but that Wretched Brood, we've lost maybe 5 or 6 life for it, but it's blocked probably 20-something damage worth of these guys. And if we ever drew the Hades conversion, it would have been game over on the spot. And the worst part is he knows we have this in our hand. So if he doesn't gain life right now, he has to pray we can't play it. We might just see a concession here. Maybe not. Now Beef, part of Team Spicy Brew, was complaining that the deck isn't Crash of Beasts enough for him. I can't help that I don't draw him. That's not my bad. I'd never draw them though. So, what is he doing? Oh, he's gonna drain us back. Ha. Wait, what? Yeah, is he draining us back? Is that actually the play? That's actually the play. All right, so, yeah, we did good here. We could have potentially been very close to dead, if not dead. He's gonna come in for 2. I think we want to. What do we want to do? Next turn we play the Beetle and we have another blocker and we get another one of these guys. So I can't imagine we're gonna need it. If he has another drain though, we just don't want to be in the way of that drain. Let's see. What is it? It is. Yes, I would like to drain. Now, we could play the Battle Beetle and the Wretched Brood, or we could just play the Spider. This kind of guarantees us not to lose the... it guarantees us a win, because we hit him for 6 and then we make a flying. So let's do that. Yes. It is a major socket. I'm not cheating. Yes, I would like to do your face 6 damage. And then... do we play the second Brood? I don't think we play the second Brood. I think we just keep open a blocker. Or we can swing for 1. I can't imagine a reason why we would need to swing for 1, though. Because even if he kills our 6/4, swing for 1 brings him to 4, and that doesn't even kill him with a Spider. And we're gonna need something. 2 sources for a drain? I mean, I don't know. I just don't see that being relevant here. What I do see being relevant is him murdering and then us needing to block. Potentially needing to block everything if this goes really poorly, depending on what his 2 cards are. If he has stone nothing, then we win the game. From his slow play, I assume he has stone nothing. He's going to swing in desperation, hope we block and throw away the beetle. We will block instead with our 2 battle hoppers. He has another drain? No way. That would be pretty brutal right now. He does have another drain. Wow. Okay. That was pretty good for him. We either need to find a drain or a way to kill him before a battle hopper kills us. Not made our battle hopper before a Wretched Brood kills us. Maybe that 1 point will be relevant. We'll see. He also didn't swing, so maybe not. Oh, justice is served, and it tastes good. Okay, so let's do some math here. We give him flying for 3. 6. That 1 point is going to matter. That 1 point totally matters. I'm going to give him flight. Oh, did it. Continue. That 1 point totally matters because he would be dead otherwise. Yep. That's okay. Two life. Yeah. Totally mattered. That's okay. I'm pretty sure he's not coming back from this. I don't think there's any way he can deal 8 to us. He would have to have a really good set of cards here. Like he'd have to have Source and Life Siphon. Well, he has a charge. If he draws a Source, yeah, I don't know. I think he'd have to have Source, Life Siphon here. Even a murder doesn't do it. An interesting game, though. Desperation Swing? Desperation Swing. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. We're just going to soak up as much damage as we can in case he has something silly. Again, 3 life for these Battle Hoppers just saved us 12 damage. Wretched Brood is pretty good. The reason we're not running the full 4 is you can see how powerful 1 is. And GG's. I'll probably just quit here. Really no point playing it out. Yep, and there we go. All right, that was game 1. Pretty good. See you back for another round soon.